Now, a lot of people yesterday were questioning Grigna's morality in walking halfway across the world, bonking people over the head, kidnapping them, and forcing them into a life of indentured servitude while worshipping him as a king. And to be fair, when you put it like that, it does sound a little bit dodgy. It's all about marketing. Don't say forced workers, say bandits liberated from a dangerous lifestyle to go and live in a town under the watchful guidance of Jeb the Pigmare. These were objectively bad people. They were followers of Grogna Grognason. They were corsairs that were setting up mining sites to go and steal things from the actual people who own the land. And that's just not... What do you mean life-threatening malnutrition extreme? Just eat some food. I may have overlooked the fact that taking on another 22 people into the map might have contributed to dwindling food supplies. Is there anything to eat at all? Jellyfish. What's happening here? Delicious ear patch guarding jellyfish. Could slurp them down like a spaghetti. I'm sorry, little one. Grigna, your wife is dying. Please, for God's sake, hurry up and let's hunt some animals. Is there anything else on this map we can eat? What's down here? Something delicious, no doubt? What is it pointing to? Oh, Grigna Jr.? No, don't eat your child. What have we got? Chocobo. Eat the chocobo. Part of me wonders if there's no wild animals to eat because we also, along with, you know, having 32 people to try and feed, we have 3 dragons, 4 thrombo, and an enormous bear. Oh, I made a horrible mistake. Yes, go kill the flump. Thank you. Oh, hunting with melee. This is futuristic. Honey! Eat the honey. The bees might have saved us. Feed the honey to... Oh, okay, is she in... Grigna's feeding the baby. You're there. You feed. Prioritize food in Bones Artificer. Dislike food. It doesn't matter. Feeding jeweled rhizome to Bones. I don't know what that is, but if it's gonna help her not die, that seems fine. Eat. Oh, God, we're getting more recruits. I don't know if this is the right time. Go. There, look, full food. Okay, excellent. There is stuff to eat. You're just being very picky about it. Delicious hay grass. Can people eat hay grass? I'm pretty sure they can eat hay grass. They just won't like it. Hay is edible for humans, but not for animals. Well, it really does depend how desperate you are. Okay. Well, while we do that, let's send Phil. These people are friends. +4. Good enough. Right, that's right, because we gave him the Alliance onions. Although, in hindsight, I could have kept the onions and eaten the onions and cut out the middleman. Instead of giving people onions to then go over there and buy food, Look, we don't think with our brains here. You know what? Bigger flex. Go on the dragon. They can eat baby food. Wait, what? Just eat the baby food. What's wrong with you? Baby food is still food for people. Just little tiny people. Little tiny, frighteningly hungry people. Oh, hang on. This baby is nowhere near as hungry as the other one. Why did Grigna Jr. have a hunger rate of 225, but you didn't? What's the... Oh, you actually got more negatives. Whoa, you also got larger, but Grigna Jr. didn't. Whoa. Hang on, and Bones Jr. also got the strong melee damage. Strong melee damage, aggressive, larger. Oh my God, you're a way better warrior than Grigna. We've got the names backwards. If anything, Grigna Jr., the smart kid, should be Bones Jr., and Bones Jr. should be Grigna Jr. It adds to the confusion. I quite like it. See? Phil's got the right idea. Just eat the baby food. There you go. I don't even know what jeweled, whatever they were, actually are. Can I take a look at that? Look, I'm sorry. I just need to make sure this isn't poisonous if eaten raw. The root tubers of a jeweled orchid. Oh, that sounds fine. It's just fancy potatoes. Arcane trader. Sell us some food. Phil, hold off on the caravan a second. Wait, they've probably got some snacks that they've packed. We could try and buy their lunch. I am the maker of horrible mistakes. They've got a troll. Buy and eat the troll. Is this the point we've gotten up to now? What have I done? Thank you. A free troll. Rita, come get some lunch. Oh, they're so happy. Oh, this is messed up. Oh, what are you taking that raw meat? No. Don't feed anybody raw meat. No. You know what? I'm going to draft everybody besides Cyric just so you can start. Wait, Cyric and Scooty's another good chef, right? You cook the meat. Cyric gets the meat. Everybody is fine. Whoa, look at that staff. What do you mean we've got that many meals? Where are the meals? You meal hoarder. Probably took them on a caravan and they didn't empty their inventory because I interrupted them so that they could change their clothes. Yeah, you know what? That probably makes sense. No, don't play fetch. Put the meals on the floor. Go and put that in the freezer. For God's sake, we're feeding Bones raw roots. Got poor Phil traveling halfway around the world to get some friggin' meals in an emergency, and you've got them all in your damn pocket. Oh, God. Okay, well, on the plus side, my goal for today was build a mighty town with, of course, Mayor Jeb in charge of that one. Turn the crappy mining outpost into something really worthy of being a part of Grigna Kingdom. Actually have a kingdom instead of just calling us the kingdom when clearly we're a castle of a bunch of incompetent people. I didn't send him with anything to trade. I'm... Ah, what a good day. How is everyone? I bought their pet troll and ate it for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Oh my god, I mean, I knew at the end of yesterday it was going to be one after the other, given that Phil goes between one and the other. But this is nuts. I've got Gunty helping out too. Gunty, who's totally butt naked except for a cape. Maybe that's helping. Hey, Green, welcome. Here they come. No, don't steal my helmets. I might have to take all their clothes away and make them walk to the town naked. Which is going to be a very bizarre sight for the people who already live there. How many more prisoners we got to get through? So one thing I did notice as well in between episode when I was kind of taking stock, 3 people in here are all unwaveringly loyal. So what I think is to prove to you all that Grigna is not a bad king. To prove to you all that he's not just out here to capture a bunch of people and use them to grow his enormous wealth. We're gonna release them. We're gonna release these people, and we're gonna let them back out into the world. I think there's 3 of them that are unwaveringly loyal. What about you? Go free, and tell Grognason what you've seen here, and tell him about how you were treated properly and kindly by Grigna. Grigna, take that off. You know you're not allowed to wear clothes. 2 more down here as well. Oh well, next time I won't bother going out there kidnapping anyone. I mean, reforming their ways. Right? You can go. Oh man, we're not going to get as many people for the city as I thought. We're only going to get like 10 free people. Tiara and Cal, there we go. There can only be a couple more now, right? We got 1 person in there and then a whole bunch down here, but I imagine Gunty's probably about to get a new one. And we'll send them all off together. There we go. Now I'm thinking, given that the last 3 are on death's door, why don't we send the first squad out? Because we could be waiting a very, very long time. And you know what? I haven't got enough food for these people. I haven't got enough food for this. We'll make a new outfit. We're going to call it Naked. And we're going to say, clear all. You lot can leave your clothes behind and go start a new life elsewhere. Holy crap, that is a lot of people. Wow. Do you want to send them with some food? Nah, you'll be all right. It's only a couple of days. Not so morally questionable. Everything is fine. We are the good guys. There you go. You're someone else's problem now. Goodbye. And even though it's a mining settlement right now, with all that mining skill, we can get Mithril. It is Mithril. It's definitely not anything else. And the Dreadspear armor for Gunty is gone. Oh, man. Even just judging by the portrait up there, that looks good. Oh, yeah. No. I mean, is it a Necromancer vibe? Not really. It's kind of a flex, isn't it? Masterwork Steel Marathi armor. Ah, hello. Now, if I remember correctly, I had a plan for this gear. And that plan's name was Scooty. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, well, I tried. Might only work on certain body types, so we might have to give it to Rita? That would be a bit weird. Oh, it does. Weird. Okay, I mean, that was for science. We're not gonna... Well, I mean, you could keep it. It doesn't look that bad with the Gambeson. The dreams of sexy Scooty have been totally dashed, although that looks amazing. Melee cooldown again. Okay, you know what, Scooty? Sure, we can't give you the armor, but you know what you can have? You can have, an enormous-looking crown. Oh, that's really cool. I think we could combine that with another armor set, and it'll look totally fine. We'll make him the pauldrons, and then I guess we'll combine it with just some other generic armor. The Stagnite armor, because we're not actually using that for anybody right now. Bearing in mind, she has the, what is that, the bone mold gear we got from a quest? Phil, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but my God, the man's trying to sleep. You got any games on that? The items from Mayor Jeb. He's finally sent them. All this time and all of this effort, and we finally got 17 whole mithril. That's right. We kidnapped more people than... Who is this? Who is this man? Hunting animal of the questing guild? What, they sent a dragon to deliver it? What a flex. Also, there's a unicorn there. Excuse me. Genuinely, I think we kidnapped more people than we've received in mithril. I'm not really sure this was a good use of our time. Oh, not bad. They finished packing up the mining camp. There he is. Mayor Jeb, how I've missed you. Let's put you right at the front with your magic persona log. Where are we going to set this town? I suppose more importantly, we should probably have a look and see what outpost we want to make, right? I do think the town is the most thematically appropriate. Town can only be erected if 3 pre-existing settlements are located within 10 hexes. Oh! Oh, wait, so we can do that. A town can only be erected if 3 pre-existing settlements... Right, I see. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, I suppose. Or maybe like 1, 2, 3 for these ones. Interesting. Well, look, we've got to put it on the road, right? Ooh, I also like the idea of putting it down here, like right on the edge of this road here, because it hasn't got anything there. It wouldn't make any difference. It's just thematically, it looks a lot cooler. They get access to this inland sea, and they're like right on the edge of the transport links. It's kind of between that and the rest of the world. I like it. I might put them there. And in theory, boom. 1 town. Wowee. May recruit new pawns in 1 quadrant. Oh, that's really cool. So we have the town there. They'll recruit new people, and then we send those people out to go form new settlements. Maybe we could even make them get new towns for us. And we've had even more gear research since then. Wow, this stuff looks cool. All right, you know what? Make me a full set of this stuff. Who still needs some gear? Honestly, I feel like Syric's armor, the armor that we got from that person who attacked the inn all that while ago, I like it so much I might just keep it. And I think everyone else is good. Maybe McCall or maybe Sebastian could get something new. Holy crap. Look at this stuff. Bones? Oh, but Bones has that cool crown. Oh, man. Look at all the sky shards we can give to Grignan Jr. Okay, amazing. Well, now that all of the prison and recruitment and the town building is all done, I think, we'll focus on getting this armor done as fast as possible. Not out of iron. Come on. Are we out of steel? Ooh, okay. You know what? Just build it out of anything you can. That's all right. It's still going to be better than what we've got right now. Getting the armor sets done super fast. We'll form a caravan and go out there and get all of those sky shards. Where have they landed? Kind of all in this section. That's totally fine. I turned the unicorn into meals. We're still not doing great on that front, to be honest. Right, let's send the squad. We'll send them with Grignan Jr. as kind of a chaperone team more than anything. What is this? Someone in the caravan is psychically bonded with their partner. These people will be stressed if separated. Exie and Sebastian. You're just gonna have to deal with it. That's life, I'm afraid. Guy Shard 1 is archery, strength 3. So that always means 3 levels for him, right? Oh god, what's the ambush this time? It's some naked elves. What the hell's wrong with you? You gonna go shiv a child? What a weirdo. Oh, Grignan Jr., run. Ah! Why did they beeline it for Grignan Jr. like that? You absolute weirdo. It's a greased up naked elf chasing down a child. It's very standard stuff. And for site number 2, oh, this one already has some guardians. Scary and infected man hunting animals. It could be a dragon. It could be a rhino. Every time. It could be something small. A bunch of scary infested hedgehogs. Okay, I think we'll be fine. What I'm actually starting to think is Grignan Jr. is well-equipped and well-skilled in using that very same weapon. Maybe Grignan Jr. could deal with this by themselves. Maybe everyone else could be caravanning, doing more important stuff rather than what is effectively babysitting. This one's healing and Grignan Jr. is too young. Gazoos could do with being a party healer for these 3 because they haven't really got one. What was the intensity? 3. Oh, this could be really good. What do you mean a death store? Ooh, what did that hedgehog get you in the temple or something? Oh no, you were frozen solid by lupus. Great work. Brought the squad along to try and defend Grignan Jr. Turns out they're actually just freezing each other solid. 7.24, that's pretty good. Number 3, and this time we have man-hunting guinea pigs. I'm getting a real weird theme with this one. All the knowledge you could ever need, except they're surrounded by bloodthirsty rodents. How can there be new lovers? Everybody already has lovers. Phil and Rita? What a combo! Oh, that's so lovely. Grignar and Bones, Phil and Rita, this is nice. One big happy family. One big questionable happy family. What, can they have children? How does that work? They both count as human-like. They're both just different Xenotypes. Oh, for the final one, he has done it. Level 15 melee at the age of 6. Now that is a Grignar Jr. if I've ever seen one. Might be the strongest damn child we've ever had. This is crazy. Oh, there's another one all the way over there. Ugh. Well, look, let's send them back to the base. Give them a couple of days just to sit around and eat some real food and rest, given they've been traveling non-stop. Oh, there was a tome of art here as well. Oh, nice. That took a long time. Used up all of our steel. We still got a good amount of gold left, which I'm kind of surprised by, but the entire squad, with the exception of, say, Sebastian, McCall, Phil, and Rita, Grignar, they should all have now some of the very fancy armor handcrafted by our colony artificer. What a lineup. I mean, look at these people. I think Bones' armor set looks absolutely nuts. So does Cyric's. I mean, they all look good. They all look good. And maybe not Scooty so much. I don't know about the color scheme there. So I'm hoping we've got enough resources because now that's out of the way. There is one other task to do before we go to war with Grognerson. I want to make everybody some of the magic gear. I'm going to go through all of their skills, see which they're more skilled at. Ideally, I'd like to give them a, like a staff plus a melee weapon as well. Or, say, for Rita, she gets a bow. So I think we should say, for people who have a higher melee than archery, they should get one of the enchanted melee weapons and then a smaller magic weapon to accompany it. So, say, a wand, and then vice versa for if they have higher archery than, say, for example, Scooty here. We should give you a magic staff, and then we'd say just like an enchanted dagger as a sidearm instead. I'll be honest, this might be a little expensive, but we'll see what we can do. Let me quickly do a roundup and write everyone's stats down. My god. So only 2 people in the entire colony are ranged characters, that being Rita and Scooty. Gazoos, though, I want to give a ranged weapon too. They've got 8 archery, 12 melee, but we can't have like 10 melee characters, right? So that way we've got a melee character on every squad if we give one to Gazoos. I want to make 3 ranged weapons, whether we go for the enchanted bows, the enchanted staffs, whatever, doesn't really matter too much. But for the melee characters, I think I only want to give new weapons to Cyric, Phil, and Lupus. And the only reason I say that is Sister Lola get that the sword, Glyceros's Edge, has kind of been her thing since the very start, so we'll keep that one. Gunty has the magic screaming spear of necromancy, so that one's perfect. I'm obviously not going to swap that out. And Grigna has the hammer. So there's not really that much left to craft. So melee weapon for Phil, I feel like I'm going to go like Amethyst Battle Axe. It's purple. Phil's purple. And that's my entire mindset behind it. Let's look at the weapons tabs here for any just like particularly stronger than others. Obviously the enchantment and the traits the weapon gets is going to be, that's going to be all that really matters, right? So in terms of pure damage, Amethyst Halberd for Phil. I like that a lot. Melee weapon for Cyric then. Cyric with the red armor obviously has to get a ruby weapon of some description, right? What have we got here? Ruby Spear. Oh, that's quite fun. Ruby Longsword, Ruby Halberd, Ruby Battle Axe. I think I'm going to go for the, Ruby Warhammer, though. Yeah, let's go for that. Then Lupus being blue, we have to go for Sapphire. Let's go for a Sapphire. Let's go for the Sapphire Spear, then, so everybody's got something different. Hang on, Grigna has an Amethyst Warhammer. Let's swap the Ruby Warhammer out for a Ruby Battle Axe in that case. Rita, I'm going to give an Emerald Bow, because she's a druid, and emeralds are green. That's the entire mindset behind that one. Then we've got one for Scooty and one for Gazoos. Now, we've already got in the stockpile here an Amethyst Staff. We got it from a quest ages ago. This has Drain and Magic Blast. Enchanted with Shadow Magic, this weapon can sometimes release a wave of vampiric energy. That's cool. Enchanted with Battle Magic, this weapon can sometimes unleash a weak blast of magical energy on contact. Is that if you bash them with it? Well, either way. I might just give that to... I think I might just give that to Scooty. I think that's kind of fun. Change of plan. Scooty still has his magic ring, so instead Phil can have the big purple staff for a big purple man. And then for Gazoos, I guess I'll just make a sapphire staff, and that'll do it. And that gives everybody their own weapon, or they've already got, you know, like a weapon that's somewhat special, like the magic ring, or the fancy spear, the name sword, etc., etc. Sorry, are you in a bath in full plate armor? I appreciate it. Always ready for battle. Now, obviously, we don't have nearly enough gems for this, right? So I'm going to send Phil. I'm going to send him with a whole slew of thrumbos. We're going to take whatever the hell we can to trade. Citrine and iron. We don't need that. We need steel and anything else. Can I take the iron and eventually forge it into steel? You know what? Just take the gold. Just take the gold, Phil, and get out of here. Bones Jr. became a child. There we go. Man, I'm really interested to see how Grigna Jr. will come out. What's good about you, really? Let's have a look here. And we'll keep you as a colonist, if that's all right. You were... Oh, that's right. You were an engineer. But you also inherited all of Grigna's brawn. Weird. God, these kids are so strange. Oh, and given that we are just waiting on crafting right now, I thought it's finally time to make the castle slightly less flammable, given that they've been sitting around stone cutting pretty much non-stop. Mr. Worldwide Phil himself has traded with just about every single settlement within a reasonable distance. We've got all the steel we could ever need, and no gems. Like, not a gem. We got a lot of gold and a lot of silver because I sold them a bunch of crap. So I've sent the entire squad, everybody that I wanted to send anyway who wasn't busy, out here to come and attack a ruin. This right here is but a taste of what Grogner Grognerson is going to be dealing with. I think we set everyone to search and destroy, and then we have Grigner just smashing down door after door. Ignore the people. Ignore the people. Don't fire at will. Don't search and destroy. Just walk through. Well, the good news is I've cleared out the ruin. The bad news is I didn't find a single freaking gem. I think I might have to give up on the dream of giving everyone a very fancy weapon. Maybe I'm just going about this all wrong. Maybe the power doesn't come from gems or loot. Maybe the power to defeat Grogner Grognerson comes from within. And maybe in all this time we spent building cities and crafting armor sets, they've been sitting around meditating non-stop and gained a bunch of magic levels. At least that's what I was hoping. Maybe, or maybe not. Oh, no, they don't really have that much after all. Okay, Grigner gets one more level of barbarianism. Rita can get... Man, I really wanted to start down the ranger tree, but there's not going to be enough chance, is there? We can start someone else down there. Cyric gets a couple more levels. There you go. Increase that heat a little more. You've got 2 points for Scooty Poot, Laser Eyes, and Fire Beam. Amazing idea. That can't backfire. Then for Gunty. This is an interesting one, because Gunty's completely topped out the Necromancer stuff. And until there's some more balancing for the Resurrection, what are you going to do? Like, raise all of Grogner's minions? Oh, yeah, no, I mean, we should. Now that I've said that out loud. Yeah, no, obviously that's the plan. For Pierce Labaguette, I think we start going down. We've got to start going down Chronomancer, right? Brought back from death. I think it's just so cool that you could do that. If there's any way we can freeze time, that would be amazing. Okay, so having read through all of them, honestly, a lot of it is about aging. So I think I'm going to quickly blast up the tree. Oh, you had to go up the other side. Ah! In hindsight, that does make sense now that I look at it. The only one that I'm interested in is Time Sphere. Creates a time bubble which compresses the flow of time in an area and rapidly ages all living creatures within. The rest are all, like, for example, Timequake affects, like, most of the world and will upset people. Time Reversal is about aging. I don't think that's really super relevant. Well, because we'll start going up the other side of the tree. On the plus side, speaking of tree, we've got a bunch of anima grass building up. So for Irina, let's go for Recharge, which doesn't do a damn thing. Vortex creates, funnily enough, an electrical vortex. And then I think we go for Hurricane. That one sounds a lot of fun. And then we'll upgrade your base stats so you can actually cast them. Exy, what have you got? Ice Block, Cold Zone. Manifest shards of ice for 24 hours lowering the temperature. Isn't really that useful. Let's go all the way up to your ultimates. Because that way when we finally see Grogner Grognerson, we go Blizzard, we go Hurricane, we go Ginormous Firestorm. Sebastian has major teleport that allows us to teleport to any ally at a distant location. We can have someone move forward and scope it out while the rest of the squad hangs back just as a teleport target. Or say, for example, while they're fighting one of Grogner's bases, we could have someone caravanning to the next one and then teleport point to point. Do it all in one fell swoop. I like that a lot. And that's it. Whoa. That's the whole team. So how much anima grass have we got? Ah, all of it. I see. 80 on that train. 82 on that one. I'm not sure if it's including this as one big grove, though. Certainly doesn't look like there's 160 tiles there. You know who I think gets the upgrades? Rita, so that we can start having a look at the archery stuff, and Grigner himself. I think Grigner needs it, because Grigner's barely upgraded. Level 14, he's got most of the barbarian path, but he can't cast half of it because of his arcane load being terrible, because the man's an idiot. Scooty can cast the fire beam already. As long as they can do the ultimates on Grogner Grognerson to show him why it was such a mistake messing with us, I'm happy with it. So I think we go Rita and Grigner pretty much across the board. You can do... Okay, so you can do your superpower. What about you? You can do yours as well. Fine. Grigner and Rita it is. Take a tree each. It's a little disappointing kind of both going at the same time. I didn't do any linking rituals with the bottom tree at all. They did link together into a single grove, I presume when the anima grass is adjacent, right? So I gave it all to Rita. Every single one of the rituals. And now we can take a full look at the ranger tree. So you have split shot, fires multiple arrows up to the number of targets in the area. Oh, that sounds good. Arrow rain shoots a bundle of arrows up to the sky and then split and rain down on the target area. Double tap. For the buff duration, whenever the user fires a projectile, they'll also fire an extra shot. That's cool. Trapping net must have been what traps were in yesterday, right? That's cool. Bind them to the nearest tree or building. Maybe we want to try and take Grogner Grognerson alive, show him the error of his ways. We've got arcing shot. Prepare for an arcing shot. The next 5 shots that the user fires will be aimed above the target area and split into multiple shorter targets. Wow. Is this going to be like a Rita sweep? True shot. Pull back on the bow, then release a penetrating shot that will fire through flesh and wall alike. Wow. Triple true shot. I presume that's the same thing 3 times over. Flaming rain. This sounds very dangerous. Arrow gale. A continuous focused fire. For the duration, the longer the user fires at the same target, the faster their attacks are. Oh god, poor Grogner. And then ricochet shot sounds amazing. Can I also cast some of those? Because that really would be the... Oh my god, we can also cast basically all of them. Look at that. Oh my god. I almost want to send her out on an adventure by herself just to see what these... what this looks like, huh? Maybe we'll find a mission for her, a relatively easy one. I was thinking we could upgrade her bow, sure, but that's been the screaming fell bow that she's had since the very beginning, all the way back at the inn. So honestly, I think I'm done with the weapon upgrades. I think the idea is kind of died a death, not to mention that we can't get the gems, but everybody kind of has something that's already pretty good. All right, we've got to see it. We've got to send Rita out there. Who do we have here? Western Republic, the Dinlior Kingdom. I've never seen this man before in my life. Kill them. Oh god, I hope she doesn't die. Yeah, I hope I haven't made a horrible mistake. I didn't check how many enemies this was. I mean, I'm sure she'll be fine. It is Rita after all. Oh, she's off. Oh my god. Holy shit. Rita, they're innocent rice farmers. Oh my god. That's so cool. I like that one a lot. Oh. Yeah, you know what? In hindsight, maybe Psycasters we should be focusing on. You got any of those? Where are they? Come on. There you are. Stop that right now. And we've already maxed out our arcane load. That was a good test. That was a really good test. Shoot that one. Hey, shoot the Psycaster. No! Captured. How did they instantly down her? That had to be some psychic bullshit, didn't it? How do you... She was up full health. Bruh. Grogner, son! It wasn't Grogner. But he might as well take the blame for it. I can't believe Grogner would kidnap Rita like that. Unbelievable. Fleeing fire. Are you joking? Is it because there was some fire? The fire that she caused maybe made her had a break? No, because certain breaks won't disband caravans. If she was, say, like, knocked down even just temporarily, because there are some powers that will knock them down for a few seconds and then they'll get back up. We've got some of those. Even that would be enough to potentially lose the caravan. That's what that is right there is classic Rimworld bullshit. By which I mean Grognerson. Well, tomorrow I think it's finally time. You can burn down our inn, you can kill our dragon, but to kidnap one of the original 3 people, Grognerson, this will never be forgiven. And this time we send the whole squad. We send Bones, we send Grigner, we send Phil, we send all that back up. Well, you know what? It makes sense to even send Sebastian. We're going to leave McCall at home to look after Grigner Jr. and Bones Jr. and everyone else is marching out. We're taking Rita back. Tomorrow then, the finale. The march on Grognerson. I will never forgive him for this. I will never forgive him. The ultimate showdown. We've got to leave it to Grigner and Grogner to have the fight, right? Everyone else can deal with his lackeys, but it has this is personal now. You could argue Phil has a much more personal reason given that Rita was his lover, but that's okay. You know what? We'll cross that hurdle when we get there. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, as always, to the executive producer patrons for allowing the channel to exist, for allowing the content to go wherever the content goes these days. Thank you to Nirvana Kingsman, Cow345, Evelyn Orwell, Mika, The Legend Boss, Lost Eden 42, Floor 1235, Christina, Nancy Drow, Asana Kirito, Kieran Duffy, Isolated Entropy, Brandon Witoniak, Bryce Galupo, Wookie Overlord, Blabishkawa, Tempest, Sherlock, O Trash Panda, Jai, Arnie Rash, Zetlock, Ziggy, and The Long Hoff for their support over on Patreon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hopefully enjoying the series. I'll be honest, something updated a few days ago and has basically broken everything. So I'm wrapping this one up a little sooner than anticipated. The Rita thing totally was as you saw it. You know, I wasn't like, oh, this will make for a good ending. That was just how it happened, you know? Thank you as well to Dapper Cadaver, Stephen Allenson, Twisted Lime, NJN, Randomman9989, Nox Immortalis, Lumber in Garb, Bo, Nixie Poo, God of Femboys, Scott Griffiths, Awoni Chan, Liam Smith, Thalen, Skylar Drake, Jackalope, Blake, Mike Omeg, Alex Schultz, Jan Michael Vincent, Aaron McBride, Joel Waldo, H, Toll Tedith, Jason Man, Natalie Tyson, Ace of Hearts, Elliptic, Laura Stars, Lieutenant Smokin, Amos Duthie, and Rashad 810. See you all there.